Your team is banning.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the first match of the evening. And it's the Colt Esports monthly playoff
Your
season
team
1,
is
day
banning.
5. And just as I said, it's going to be the first match of the evening, and it's going to be between. Okay, Jinx is going to announce that I'm not going to steal your line.
Thank you so much for saving that line for me.
Your
So
team
today
is
we have the
banning.
first match of day 5, guys. So excited for this. So for the first match of the day, we have Hydra Reborn versus Zodiac. So look, going right into the ban. So they're banning that Xbox and Wales. And on the side of Zodiac, they're going to be banning that Kaja, which is a very good ban in this meta at the moment. What do you think of the ban schedule?
Apart from Whale, I'm pretty satisfied with the ban, but I guess the Whale is just for the respect ban by the side of Hydra Reborn. Let's see, they've gone with the Tigreal as first pick. We were seeing the same thing in a previous tournament as well. It was organized by someone else. I was the caster in that tournament, and I was seeing so many Tigreal's first pick coming right up by each and every team. Like, why? And I've got the same question in this situation. Like, why Tigreal as the first pick? You've got a Saber open, you've got the Matilda open. Tigreal can very easily be countered by a Diggy. And just as I was saying, that Zodiacs went in with a Yuzhong as well as a Saber right away.
Totally, totally. But you know what is the most satisfying thing of this Tigreal would be to see him land that ultimate on probably three or more people and drag them into the turret. So maybe we're going to see a very good Tigreal gameplay coming in. But look at that, Odin getting picked up against a Yuzong and a Saber. Not a very smart pick, I would say.
They're going in for their comfort picks. That's what I think. But I am really surprised. Look at the Balmond as well secured in by the side of Zodiacs. Jinx, just don't even ask me. After these 3 picks, I'm just going to place my bets on Zodiacs.
Totally, totally. I would want to place my bet on Zodiac because that pick is looking very, very risky unless she gets saved miraculously by her team. They do have that Minsitar there to stop Yuzong. So I just depends on what they're going to pick as their hyper, because I don't think their mage is going to do much in this game. So what do you think the next ban is going to be? Okay, look at that. They're going to be banning that Louis and Lunox, and they still have a tank up for Zodiac.
Let's see what they actually go with. They can go in with the support most probably. Okay, they're going to go with that Akai. Akai, a very good tank, especially against Tigreal or that. Even Mensitar, Akai can just use his Hurricane Dance to move out of the King's Calling of the Mensitar. Tigreal's implosion cannot land when Akai is using his Hurricane Dance, so that's one more perk with Akai as well. But I must tell you that it's quite a tanky team by Zodiac. They've got the Akai, they've got the Balman, they've got the Yuzhong, and then that's the Saber. I would have been looking forward for a carry as the jungler by Hydra Reborn, but I don't think I don't see that happening. They're going with the Sun and the Alucard.
Yeah, a kind of unauthorized picks coming in from the side of Team Hydra Reborn, but it's looking very difficult for them because, like you said, Zodiac does have that tanky lineup. But we've been seeing how well Barman is doing in this tournament as of now. So it looks like picking him as a hyper is going to be a very good choice for them, as well as a Kagura coming in right there. This Odette is in so much trouble at the moment.
And it's not just Odette. Kagura's burst can melt down even Alucard, that too in mere seconds if he's got no Athena up. You're India number 4 Kagura after all. You must know.
Yeah, but I'm not playing right now. So, yeah, but overall, because they are picking out Kagura, I'm going to go with Zodiac, and you have also picked Zodiac. So, looks like, we're going to have to see the supporters in the comments for Haidar Reborn. Maybe they can show us a very good game, because as far as the bans and the picks, looks like Zodiac has won as of this moment. They have those really great offlaners as well as that damage coming in, and it just depends on how well Tigreal lands those ultimates, gets those team fight initiations up, because Alucard is going to take a bit of time to farm up and deal damage.
Yes, Zodiacs they have on the draft, but for the viewers, you guys can win the Starlight that we're gonna give away in today's stream. Just make sure to be the most active person in the live chat, and you might be selected for the Starlight giveaway that we're gonna have today. Plus, we'll be having the tons of redemption codes with a lot of diamonds ranging from 16 to 3003. So keep on watching the stream and share it with your friends. We want that competition for those diamonds, guys. Come on, share it as much as possible. And with that, let's jump right into the land of Dawn, as we can already see Akai and Saber being a little bit aggressive as they cleared the bot lane, Tigreal in the mid lane being poked in by the Kagura. Just
Totally,
as a
but
draft, yeah, go on.
yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to do much. Tigreal and Odette are playing very, very safe. And looks like they're just going to be zoning out and be rotating into the bottom lane. That Minnesota does look to be in a bit of trouble. He's very, very low.
Absolutely. Flicker coming in right on time, but the flame shot snipe. It's so satisfying to watch these flame shots hitting at the target and finishing them off like that. So it's frustrating when it happens to you, but it's so, fascinating to see.
Totally, totally. It's like that. Where did that come from? But looks like they're going to be able to get that gold completely down in bottom lane. But Minnesota is looking in trouble. Again, he probably should not have engaged against four of the people from the side of Zodiac.
I don't see some proper rotation coming from Hydra Reborn at this moment. Kagura extremely low, will retreat, but Palman still being aggressive. Akai might fall off in the process. Alucard will secure the kill with his ground splitter.
It looks like he's trying to be going in for more kills, but look at that bottom lane turret. It's so low. It's just going to take another minion wave for them to push it. But looks like they're going to be focusing all that manpower on that bottom turret as of this moment.
Absolutely, Kagura, not a nice move. Will be shut down by Tigreal, Alu, as well as Odette combined. But they will go in for the retreat. Turtle is already up. As for now, Yuzhong coming in with a Black Dragon from the top lane, going in for that. Tigreal got in that knockup. Tigreal is extremely low. Akai will be the one to secure the kill. Double kill for that Akai. I don't know if he did it by mistake or by choice, but that's not. Yuzhong's gonna get frustrated. Look at the top side. Kagura defending the top lane against the Sun, though he managed to take down the full gold of that turret.
Totally, and they got that bottom lane turret as well. Saber pushing in, and that turtle. But I have to say, very nice saves coming in from Tigreal. He did manage to save that Odette from Kagura's ultimate back there. So I feel like they do have a chance. They just need to really farm up this Alucard and play a bit safe in the start of the game. But Alucard is going to be easily picked off by the Saber as well. So they need to play very safe.
Minces are securing one on the Saber in the bottom side while you were explaining about that. Okay, Odette, she might be finished off right away. There comes in the Hurricane Dance, just as I was saying, pinning down Tigreal. But Alucard in the top side will manage to secure a kill on the Yuzhong. Balmond will shut down Alucard, but Sun will punish him for that. Tigreal has been taken care of by Kagura. That's a hyper, but I would say that Zodiacs came out on the top since they got the Odette as well as the Tigreal as 3-4.
Totally. But Alucard is more farmed up than this Balmond. He does have 3 kills, so they have a really good chance here. And Sun is playing a very pushy game in top lane. He's just not rotating and focusing on the turrets, and looks like that's what they need, because as of this moment they need to put some pressure in side lanes to make someone from the side of Team Zodiac come into defense so that Alucard has a better chance on getting those kills.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm gonna use that term, pushy game. Okay, there's the Hurricane Dance of the Akai. Odette being finished off right there. Flicker ultimate coming in by Tigreal on Kagura. Look at the kill secure. Mincy with King's Calling gets the Akai. Balmond will have to go back. I think that's too many resources expended just to kill one Odette. They lost 2 in that process. That's one Kagura and the other one being Akai. So I would personally say that was I guess a little bit of an overextension. But
totally.
After the overextension, I would say that it was a good retaliation from Zodiac. There comes in the triple sweep by Saber. They do not have any more crowd control. Odette will be taken again by the Hurricane Dance. It's basically the same thing repeated on that deck.
Totally, but that was a good chance for the side of Team Hydra to get that turtle, but sadly they just retreated and went back to farming. So it looks like they're going to be giving away that free turtle to Zodiac as of this moment.
Oh, Tigreal trying to get in. King's Calling is on time. There's a 2v4 in that situation, and both of them will lose their life without securing even a single kill in that process. Meanwhile, Yuzhong is dominating the Sun in the top side. There goes in Yuzhong with another skill one. Sun will have to retreat at this point.
Totally, he's very low. Looks like Yuzong is going to be able to push that top turret because he does have that support coming in from his teammates. Kagura waiting in the bush, looking to gank someone who's going to be coming in to defend. But looks like it's just going to be Tigreal as Sun. But I think they're going to be able to get that top turret.
Yes, they might, because Sun in the early game gets countered by Balmond. Though after Demon Hunter, Corrosion, and Vorax, he will be, dominating the Sun, Balmond. But before that, he's gonna have to play safe against him.
Totally. But sadly, no one from the side of Team Hydra is pushing. All the turrets of the side of Zodiac are still up. Looks like they're not really succeeding in that split push game, and they probably need to add a bit more pressure. But Tigre looks a bit in a tough position there, but he's just going to push Akai away and then back up.
I would say that was very unnecessary use of the implosion. He should not have done that, because now they cannot go in for initiations for next 20 seconds, and the Odette with her ultimate will be pinned down yet again by Akai. 3-4-0 trade in favor of Zodiac. I was gonna say that the goal lead is in favor of Zodiacs, but the top two players in each of the teams did not have any major farm difference, but now that things has changed.
Totally, and looks like they're getting caught a bit out of position. Alucard as well, he needs to be very safe and engage only after Tigreal, and maybe the side lanes need to rotate in more for team fights because they're losing all the team fights, and Balmond is at the turtle again, and it just might be a free turtle for them because Alucard is so underfarmed.
Absolutely, Minsutar finally shut down in the bot side by that Saber Turtle. We have the engaged Tigreal coming in with the ultimate, but the Hurricane Dance will cancel it out. Balmond has secured the Turtle already. Alucard wants to retreat. There's the Conceal Mask, and they will manage to retreat. Or will they? Yuzhong jumping in with his Black Dragon form and skills will get the Tigreal. Now it's just Alucard in his turret. What a bonk by Balmond.
Not sure what exactly happened there. He should have probably engaged in, because Tigreal was there to take that damage, but he just played way too safe at that time and retreated. And don't know why he was just standing in the turret when he knew Balmond was right next to him. So he just got bonked, like you said.
Yeah, bonk. The lethal strike bonk. Damn. That was way too sad for that Alucard. The reason why he did not engage at that time was because of the fact that Tigreal used an explosion and the skill went in the cooldown and it was not landed fully as well because of the perfect timing of Hurricane Dance by the Stoner. That is Akai. So therefore, they had to retreat in that position, but they could not retreat well as Yuzhong did extremely well with catching them up. And that Alucard in the turret, that was just a bomb. That's the best explanation. Kagura with her Yin Yang overturn will not go in for the engage. Yuzhong is a little bit low in the HP. Sun might go in and secure the kill. That's actually just by his doppelgangers. The damage is something. He went into the Corrosion and Demon first, at the pin down by Akai on the Mensita. There's no backup at this point. King's Calling has been used. There comes in the bonk of Balmond, but Kagura will be the one to secure the kill. That's a godlike for Balmond over the Cyclone sweep.
Yeah, sadly a very good ultimate by Tigreal, but he had no team support. Odette was still in the base. Probably she was there. They could have dealt a bit more damage. But Sun trying his best to defend, but it's looking very tough for them because Lord is also up. Looks like they're going to be directly going in for that Lord and trying to end that match. And they might just do it because the side of Team Hydra is so low on farm as well as turrets. it's just looking very tough for them.
Absolutely. Because looking at the farm difference right now, it's 9k in favor of Zodiac. They are up in farm, they are up in EXP. Looking at the itemizations for now, Balmond has gotten his Vorax and Bloodlust Axe going for the cursed helmet, has got his cursed helmet as well. He's going for that anti-cuirass to get in more tankiness. He has got it right now. Saber already with the Hunter Strike and BOD in, most probably going in for his Malefic Roar. He just got it now. Wow. And there's Yuzhong as well on 7.4k gold. The one farmed the most by the side of Hydra Reborn is Sun on 6.8k gold with the Demon Corrosion. And I guess it's going in for the Golden Staff as for now. So I'm not seeing any Vorax coming in. It's just the Alucard with the that's a Blade of Heptasis and a Vorax. So they are low on farm, everyone behind by 1 or 2 items. And that's the power spike that Zodiacs need. There comes in, that was a very good pull by Mencita, but he'll have to flicker out of that situation. Odette could not be caught in. Tigreal wasted his ultimate. There comes in the triple sweep. King's calling at the perfect time. Saber will finally shut down, but look at that. That's a 3-for-1 trade at this point. Gonna be 4-for-1 trade at this point, and Sun will be the final person to fall off as everyone from Zodiac will just juggle the tower damage. That's gonna be the game. Zodiacs win it against Reborn. That's Hydra Reborn. I always get confused by taking their name. I take the Reborn Esports of the MPL. It's Hydra Reborn.
Yeah, but like we said, Zodiac did win. They did have that better draft, and overall a very smooth gameplay coming in from him. And they farmed up the barn, and they got all the turtles, they got all the turrets as well, and it was just a very very tough match for Hydra Reborn. Probably they should be looking into their draft more and get out of their comfort picks and pick a few heroes which can counter the opponents. But I think Tigreal did land some very very good ultimates in there, but sadly no team support. So overall, a very smooth game for the side of Team Zodiac.
Actually, he was trying to get in some good ults. He did get 2 of them. But then again, there was Akai with the Hurricane Dance each and every time. Just waiting for someone from Hydra Reborn to come in for that backup just so he can pin them down. He got Odette so many times. He marked her perfectly. And Odette's build is kinda, I would say, not good. The Enchanted Talisman and the second item directly Divine Glaive. That's not good itemization from Hydra Reborn as well. Tigreal did went in for the Athena shield, but the majority damage from Zodiac is physical damage. So I would have honestly expected either a Dominance Size or an Anti-Cuirass first from Tigreal, because he had the magic defense boots as well.
Yeah, but what can we say? You learn from your mistakes. So hopefully next time we see them, Hydra Reborn comes in with a renewed gameplay and they surprise us all.
Absolutely, I'll be looking forward to that. That's going to be the first match of the evening, guys. We've got 4 more coming right up. So stay tuned as we will be right back.
Your team is banning. Your team is banning.
बनाया था
Your team is banning.
I hope they're stronger than
Your team is picking. Your team is picking.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the little delay in the casting. We were having just a little fun, I guess. Jinx, I'm not gonna steal your line yet again. We are back again in the monthly playoffs. This is game number 2. You're gonna spectate this match with me, Scared Yet, and my co-caster, Jinx.
Okay, so for the second match of today, we have Symphony on the left with Renegade Esports on the right.
Your
And
team is
the
picking.
first thing I see is that Kagura picked, and my main, I'm so happy to see her getting picked in
Your
today's
team is
matches.
banning.
So going right into the bans, they're going to be banning that Bharat and Saber, very good bans, as well as the Sun and Xbox. So it looks like all the fighters are off the table for now.
Absolutely. Kaja has been secured in by Symphony, but the
Your
answer
team
from
is
Renegade
banning.
Esports was a Ruby and a Balmond. Neither of them can be one-shotted easily by a Kaja. So that's very smart drafting from both of the sides. Tigreal and Kagura were locked in
Your
by
team
Symphony,
is
but the
picking.
answer by Renegade for that was a Tiggy. So I must say, Renegade Esports are winning this draft.
They do have that tankiness as well as that damage as well, and Ruby is going to be dealing so much CC, while Diggy just negates all the CC from the side of Team Symphony. So I think they do have a balanced draft coming in, but they do need a bit more damage if they're going to start, playing a much more aggressive gameplay. Whereas Symphony does have that overall more damage as well as the tankiness as well, because Tigreal and Kaja both are able to sustain some damage at least in team fights.
I wouldn't say Kaja. Kaja dishes out a ton of damage. If you're going on the semi-tank build, then yes, he can face tank some of the major hits. But then again, he can be finished off very easily. Okay. I'm seeing any physical damage except Granger. That might turn out against Symphony in this game, because the Sylvana, this Kaja, there's only Granger for the physical damage.
True, but it just depends on those pickoffs by Kaja. I think Diggy does not negate his ultimate, if I'm correct, right?
No, he does not.
Yeah, so you just need that Kaja to get to start picking off this Louis, all this Brody, and then it's just the GG well played right there. I think the only person Diggy can save against is probably this Tigreal and Sylvana.
And Kagura.
Maybe Kagura as well, but it just depends on how fast this Kagura is, just going in for those kills, probably when they're low, and kill stealing like I do.
Kill stealing. So that's how you reach supreme rank, guys. Steal kills with Kagura. There's the secret.
She's perfect for stealing kills.
There's the secret, guys. There's the secret. All right. With that stealing, I would like to remind you guys that you guys can steal those redemption codes that are going to appear after matches, and you might just be as active as you possibly can to steal in that Starlight giveaway as well. So make sure to be very active in today's live stream and share it, like it, and subscribe to the channel so that we can bring you on with more exciting matches, as well as pretty much giveaway of each and everything that's available in the shop. So with that, let's just jump back right into the game, as we are in the land of Dawn already. No early aggression coming in from either sides. Oh, okay. Ajay's did. There's the Tigreal. He did catch that Louis right there, and the Litho was secured by Symphony.
Totally, but that was actually a good opportunity for them to go in for that invade. because Brody was looking very low while he was taking that blue buff, but he has managed to regain a bit of his health and he's just back to farming. But looks like Tigreal is going in to annoy them for now. Maybe he's going to stop them from taking his red buff.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Diggy did use a very good skill too, and now Tigreal has to retreat. There comes in the backup from Symphony. They are extremely aggressive. Ruby coming in from the top side. Kaja is there as well. Ruby extremely low. Let's see if Kagura manages to steal kill. Yes, she will. Securing the one on Ruby by that executor. A tank for a side laner, but the buff was saved for Brody in this situation. But then again, look at that. Granger has a level advantage over Brody for now. I would say that was a successful invade. Like, not fully successful, but semi-successful invade.
Maybe, but it did look like Granger was a bit in trouble. He dashed right into that red buff area, and there were 3 of his opponents in front of him, but he managed to retreat, and Turtle is up. They might be looking for that Turtle, but the side of Team Renegade is all around them, just trying to stop them from getting that Turtle free, of course.
Absolutely. Tigreal being finished off right away. Kagura did use her semi-umbrella open to save the Granger, but could not manage to do that. Balmond very low. That's going to be the back by Renegade Esports. The top lane is open. Ruby's going to take the gold out of that top tower, and the turtle will be secured by Renegade most probably.
Totally, but they might have to retreat Balmond and Diggy going back into their base to regain that health. They are very low, so very good timing in there. They're going to be right back in time for team fights, and I don't think there's anything much of pushing going on. Looks like the side lanes are just focusing on their like the side lanes are just focusing on each other and not coming in for those team fights. Other than Balban probably, because Kaja has just been in top lane with Ruby.
Ooh, that's a great burst damage from Brody. Higgy was the one to secure the kill on that Kagura. Granger with his Death Sonata will not manage to get anyone. Diggy is low, but Granger will not go in for that engage because why would you just go in for a Diggy? Sylvana being finished off by the Balmond in bottom side 1v1. Things are not going good for Symphony. They were very aggressive with that invade, but after that they basically lost their touch. Tigreal getting caught 2 times right, one after the other, and Kagura being caught in, Granger being caught in. They are losing in the fights. Granger being finished off yet again by that Balmond. Will Tigreal manage to shut him down? Yes, he will.
He did, but that was very sad to watch. The Granger just went in too deep. He underestimated Balmond's damage, and Balmond did get that kill on him very, very easily. And look at that, already 4.5 minutes in, they're already standing 2-8 in team fights, and they're also losing the turtle. So maybe they're going to have to start thinking of playing safe.
Absolutely, the double yin yang from Louis. It's just so annoying. Brody getting all farmed up. He has got 2.9k gold almost up with that endless battle. But look at that. Tigreal with a very good ultimate. But Diggy will try to save in. Yet the kills will be secured by Granger and Kagura. That's a good trade. That's a good trade for Symphony because that was basically a very good punish. Renegade Esports were going on the aggression, but that was a good punish from Symphony.
Totally, maybe they should be looking into going in for that turtle, but Tigreal was very low, so he probably thought of retreating, and sadly looks like top lane is losing out. Sylvana is not being able to hold her own against Ruby, and Ruby has already pushed the second tier turret as well, down to half HP, so things are looking a bit tough for them. They need to start farming up and getting those good engages in team fights.
Absolutely. Kaja has been taken care of in the bottom side. There comes in the torn apart memory, securing the kill on the Kagura. Granger will have to retreat for now, as already 2 of the members of Symphony are down. That's going to be yet another turtle for Renegade Esports. Top lane being pressured in by Ruby continuously. Side lanes are applying the pressure, and that's very important because they're giving the leverage to their own team. That's what Valorant and Ruby have been doing continuously. That annoying poke from both of them.
Totally, totally. And the mid lane as well as the hyper is also doing very, very well in team fights. And that's why the side lanes can push so easily. And look at that Ruby just completely dominating that Sylvana in top lane.
Absolutely. Kaza did use his Divine Judgment but was caught in by the Diggy. Has used up his ultimate as well. Oh, Balmond was walking right into the turret. Granger extremely low. Will he secure the kill on the Louis? Yes, he will. The Ruby coming in, taking care of Granger. That's a 3 for 4 straight. It went in favor of Renegade Esports, but I personally feel like that was an overextension from their side.
Totally, I'm not sure what happened there. Bumble was just running into the turret, and Louis was like, "I will follow you, and we'll die together." And they just came right in and gave those skills to Granger, but he is still very, very underfarmed, and they're also losing out their turrets. While the side of Renegade Esports have all their turrets up and running with not a single HP gone. So it's just, maybe they need to play very, very safe and try to get maybe one more turtle. But Ruby looks, yeah, she
Finally,
overextended. Yeah,
finally, the major shutdown that Symphony needed on that Ruby, and all they need to do now is get the shutdown on the Balmond. And by shutdown, I do not mean that they're on a streak, but as shutdown as in securing a kill on them. This is for the viewers though.
totally, totally. Yeah, they did need that shutdown gold as well. So looks like a pretty good gameplay, but they are still lagging behind by 2K.
Absolutely, Kagura being caught in by Diggy, and Brody will be deleted. Like literally, that was deleted. Kagura
Totally,
couldn't
and
do anything. That Rasha Umbrella Flea could not come in on time. But look at the bottom side now. Kaja with the overextension. And Ruby might have taken care of him alone, actually.
yeah, she totally could have, but they might be giving up that turtle in top lane. I don't think they're going to be able to rotate fast enough for this unless Barman steals it, but nope, I don't think he's going to
Could
get
not.
it.
Oh, there comes in the Imperial Justice by Sylvana. And the yin yang of the Louis. But Granger comes out on the top in that engage, missing the third bullet of Death Sonata. The Diggy coming right up. Pause has been requested by Sylvana right away. Diggy did just use his ultimate, and we saw that's a very odd timing for that pause, Jinx.
Yeah, yeah, we should not be pausing in team fights because now the teams are going to have to think of where are we, what do we do as soon as the game starts. But sadly, Granger did miss his last bullet on Louis. I think she's going to be going back into the base or, try to provide some backlane support while not engaging completely in the team fights. But Kagura is up, and I don't think she's going to be able to come in time to help her team. But overall, I think the side of Symphony is picking up the pace. They are getting those kills. They got that kill on Brody as well. So it looks like they do have a good chance of winning this match, don't you think?
Since they have the goal lead, they're up by 2k, but it's not very huge. But still, it's a decent lead. And there's one good thing about Symphony that they're getting those kills at a most important time. They're losing in the tower, but it's just a 2k goal lead that can be changed in one team fight. Like as for this position, if Granger and Tigreal somehow manage to give an outplay to Diggy and Ruby, and Kagura managed to come in time, they might actually get the goal lead back and get in those push from the side lanes. But as for now, since the early game side lanes have dominated by the Renegade Esports, things are starting to take a turn for the better for Symphony. Since
Yeah.
Granger is actually getting in those kills, though Tigreal is not being able to provide proper setups because of the presence of Diggy. But I have not seen very effective and perfect time ultimates of that Diggy, because even though he did use them to cancel out the ultimate of Tigreal, Team Symphony somehow managed to get in those kills. As we're back in the fight, Diggy using his ultimate right away. Granger going in the wrong direction, though Tigreal will finally be finished off. Just as you said, the Louis will be coming in. There's the... I am offended with the shutdown on the Granger. Kagura could not make in time though. I guess she's offline actually.
Yeah, she looks like she's stuck in base. Even though they did lose out on that team fight, I think Symphony does have a good chance. They just need to play very, very smart. Probably bait out Diggy's ultimate, probably by Sylvana. Even Kagura could do it. You just need to engage upon this Louis or Brody, and Diggy probably will use his ultimate to save them, and then Tigreal can just go in and get his ultimate and maybe lead them to victory. I think that's probably a good chance of them winning. What do you think their chances are, Skagit?
I guess pretty difficult. They need to somehow bait out the ultimate of Diggy, just as you said. Tigreal is quite so will have to reach. There comes the one perfectly on the Brody between three people. Granger with the Death Sonata landing in on the perfect time. Louis extremely low will be shut down. Granger with the double kill. They are going in on the aggressive side finally. Dalmando pushing in that side. There comes the I am offended by the Ruby. Tigreal going in the turret. Will be taken care of by Don't Run Wolf King.
Yeah, but they are winning those team fights. But sadly, Kagura's in the base. We need Kagura in team fights because Sylvana is not going to be able to deal much damage. She has been losing out on a lot of farm because of Ruby. But Sylvana, Kagura just looks like she's been uh, removed from the game. Probably she's lagging, but we need her to come back right in time. Lord is also up, and they need to probably start rotating around the Lord and probably try to get in a few more engages like before. That was a very, very good engage coming in from Kaja.
Absolutely. That was a very important one as well. Getting that Brody right out of that team fight helped them to get in the win. But the mid lane turret has fallen. Bottom lane tier 2 also has been secured by the Balmond. Sylvana seems to be in a very tough situation right now. Will she be? Yeah, she will be caught off. There comes in the ultimate of Valmet as well. Spiral struggling gave her a little bit of sustain, but uh-uh.
Yep. Looks like she's trying to push that bottom turret, but they are just not letting her breathe. And I'm so glad I'm not Sylvana because she just got ganked very badly in bottom lane. Probably should have retreated much before. And look at that, Tigreal just trying to zone them out and give his team a bit of space to move in.
Absolutely. But then again, since we've got the Diggy in the opponent, Tigreal will not be able to land in proper implosions. And that is what's been happening. Lord is finally up. Ruby poking Lord a little bit. Let's see if Kagura manages to come back in time or not. Lord.
Nope. I don't think she's going to be. Okay, she is moving. Is she coming back? Not sure, but whether she comes back or not, Lord is going to be taken by Brody while Kaja pushes this bottom lane turret. But I don't think it's going to make much of a difference as of now because it's going to be an enhanced Lord, if I'm right.
Every gold counts, to be honest. Every gold flicker has been used by Ruby right away. Kaja is looking somehow to get the Louis. He is actually managing to back off, and look at the back of Sylvana just coming, showing up her face at that point. That was a very good pressure applied by Sylvana. Even though she did not do any major thing, that was a good pressure applied on the Louis and Ruby to stop their chase on the Kaja.
Totally, but we were wrong. Kagra is not going to be able to come back. It's going to be very, very tough for them to defend this Lord while Louis deals so much damage and CC from backlane.
Absolutely. Bottom lane inhibitor turret has been fallen. Tigreal being caught in with that chain. CC taken care of by the bonk of Balmond. Lord has been taken down. But let's see Louis' diversion. Okay. I thought she was putting that ult in the base. Like typical Louis players do.
Totally, but looks like she's going to be focusing on that push. I must say, very, very good ultimates coming in from Ruby. Her Fikra ultimates are right on point.
Absolutely. Another. I'm offended. And on the perfect person, that's Kaja. That's gonna be most probably the game in by Renegade Esports. Unfortunately for Symphony, Kagura went offline. Otherwise, we might have seen much more better team fights in that scenario.
Totally, totally. We all know where that went wrong, that Kagura going offline. But I must say, they did pick up the pace in mid game, and they had a very, very good chance of winning, even though their side laners were losing against Ruby and Balman. But I think they had a really nice shot, but sadly, they did not have that Kagura in those team fights. So overall, I think very well played. I think MVP should go to this Ruby because it was just incredible to see her land those ultimates and those flickers in the middle of the match.
Yeah, everyone from Renegade Esports played very decently. Looking at the item builds, I just find Divine Glaive as a second item by Sylvana, you know, not that good. She could have gone for either a Holy Crystal or a Concentrated Energy or a Feather of Heaven. Arguably, that might have worked better for her. Going in for the penetration right away. Uh, I guess that's going to be the match for Team Renegade Esports. Congratulations to Renegade and good luck Team Symphony for, and since they are down in the low brackets now. That's going to be the second match of the evening, guys. We've still got three more coming right up. So stay tuned as we'll be getting in those redemption codes and we'll pick a winner for the Starlight. That's the Starlight giveaway. So share the stream as much as possible, everyone. And we'll be back with another interesting match in 5 minutes.
Your team is Your team is banning.
Good evening and welcome back, everyone. Really sorry for the delay. We are back again with the third match in the Colt Esports monthly playoff season 1. So, this match, you'll be spectating with me, Scared Yet, and my co-caster, Jinx, yet again.
It looks like we are just annoying them at this point. But for the third match of today, we have Blitz Phoenix versus Fusion on the right. So let's just jump right into the bans. They're going to be banning that Kaja and Baraj and a Matilda ban coming from the side of Team Fusion. What do you think their fourth ban is going to be? Are they going to be picking off a fighter or maybe that Saber, because we do not want to see those lockdown heroes?
I guess Xbox most probably. It's still open and you don't want to give it to the enemies. Xbox is a hero that can literally solo carry at this point. Not literally, but still. Okay, they're gonna ban the Harley. So Xbox is open. Saber is open. Baras has been taken care of though. There's one more hero that's open. I cannot get. That's Popol and Koopa that I was thinking for at this point. We've got a pretty open draw, but Balmond, yes, Balmond will be secured and right away by the
Yep,
blue team.
like we've been seeing in the last few matches in this tournament, that Balman pick is really paying off for the teams that picks them. He is dealing that damage as well as the sustain, and that lifesteal that he gets from those kills is just insane. But like you said, looks like they're going to be picking that Popol right up. Xbox is still open. Do you think they're going to be picking that Xbox?
I guess so, but they're not going to pick that Xbox for now. They've gone with the Popol as well as Saber. Xbox still open. Blue team can directly go for it. They are showing it. I'm actually surprised that Xbox managed to pass from the bans as well as the first picks from both the teams.
Totally. But we can't say that they've picked anything wrong either. They do have that Popol for those stuns, as well as that knock up with his ultimate, as well as Saber for his single target lock as well. So I think very good bans coming in from both sides, as well as picks. Looks like they're going to be going for that Louis pick as a mage. Do you think that's well advised against a Saber?
It's actually arguable because if she has gotten that shield and she's got at least one defense item, even a dreadnought armor, then she might survive in that burst from the Saber. But then again, that's highly situational though. Looking at current scenario, Saber can easily burst down that Louis. I would be looking forward to a Lunux pick from the side of I guess it's Fusion Team Red. Yes, from the side of Fusion, just because Lunux can very easily melt down the armor of Xbox, and without that armor, Xbox is just basically a walking cold sack.
Totally, and look at that, they're going to be going for that Tigreal ban. Looks like we might be seeing another tank ban from the side of Blitz Phoenix as well, because as of now, Fusion does not have that tanky lineup. They have a pretty squishy draft, but they're going to be banning that Yuzong and just remove one more fighter for them from the list. But I think Eve against Louis. I don't know what mates they are going to pick. Okay, Sicilian. I'm not very sure about the Sicilian because it does take some time to come into the match because he needs those stacks for that damage.
Yeah, that's true. Granger comes on at very early, Saber online as soon as it's level 4. Popol and Koopa, very aggressive tank for the early game. So for the late game, they have secured in the Sicilian. While looking at the side of Blitz Phoenix, they've got the Balmer for the early game aggression. Louis, very aggressive in the early game. Xbox, we know he's just insane in full match. They got the Jawhead as well and the Roger. So I must say that Blitz Phoenix for the late game, they've got Xbox. They can sustain him from the Balmond because he's a very good fighter for that long continuous team fights. But apart from that, Louis can give in those yin yangs again and again. But I would say it's just the Roger for the late game, while Team Fusion have went with that Phoveus.
Yep, they are going to be picking that Phoveus, but I do feel like they're going to be falling short a bit on that tankiness. Even though Popol is going to be their tank, they might just not be able to sustain all the damage coming in from the side of Blitz Phoenix because they have 4 fighters there as well as that Xbox and that Roger with Louis support from backline. It's going to be so hard for them to defend against because they're so squishy at this point.
Agree. They could have gone with a side lane mage, but let's see. They've gone with the Phoveus. Phoveus is decent in my opinion for the sustain. Look, not decent though. Phoveus with the recent buff, he's just insane. The amount of shield he gets and the amount of damage that he deals is just out of this world. So we have to see because he will be the main frontliner for Team Fusion. While looking at the side of Team Blitz Phoenix, they've got the Jawhead for those ejectors. Louis will be coming up with those yin yang. So aggressive lineup by both the teams for the early game because of the presence of Sicilian. I feel like that Fusion will take it a little slow, would want to take it a little slow. The Popol and Granger will be there to stop the aggression from the Jawhead. Let's see what actually happens in this match. And for the viewers, keep on commenting, be active in the stream as we'll be having the Starlight giveaway. So make sure to keep on watching the stream, like it as well as subscribe it and share the stream. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We need your support. We saw that a
Okay.
little early aggression from Blitz Phoenix, just as we expected. They could not manage to secure and steal the buff of Granger. Oh, Jinx, over to you.
Totally, but look at the damage coming from Celion. Louis just at half her HP. But I must say, looks like the side of Team Fusion is lacking a bit on that CC because Celion does need a bit of CC to help him land those hits on his opponents. So even though they go a bit in late game, he just might not be able to land all of those first kills on the side of Team Blitz Esports. Phoenix, sorry, Blitz Phoenix.
Yet again, we can see the clear early aggression. Roger coming in with the like and pounce. There's the ejector by the Jawhead. Granger for the first blood has been taken down. Jawhead will be traded though. But then again, they're going to take this trade any day. A tank for a jungler. That's a win for Blitz Phoenix.
Totally, totally. That was very amazing to watch. Jawhead was just fearless in that engage, and he just went in and threw Granger out. So probably Granger was thinking, "What just happened? I thought I was safe in my turret."
He thought he was safe in the turret, but then Jawhead with the flicker and ejector was like, not today. You're not surviving this today. And we're gonna see yet another skirmish at the turtle pond now. It's gonna be a proper 4v4 fight near the turtle. If we're gonna count the Koopa as well, it's gonna be a 5v4. Oh, massive yin yang from the Louis, but turtle has been stolen by the Granger. Balmond will retreat Phobius with his ultimate. Did manage to hinder the backline of Blitz Phoenix, helping his team to retreat on time.
Totally, but very, like you said, very, very good Yunyan coming in from Louis. I think she managed to land that on all of the four people standing there, along with Popol's dog. But I must say, very nice rotations coming in from both the sides. They are right there when their team needs them. They know right where to rotate. And Turtle is coming in bottom lane. So look at that. They're already coming in to defend that bottom turret and probably get a push in. And because Xbox is alone in bottom, probably he should be thinking of retreating.
But since it's Xbox, he's got basically two lives. One is armor and then his main life. He is on the highest farm in the lobby for now and going in directly for that immortality. It's gonna be very annoying. My personal opinion, I get extremely annoyed whenever I see an Xbox with the immortality as the first item.
Totally, totally. But look at the farm difference. There's not much farm difference at all. Probably like a 300 gold.
Absolutely, but it's gonna increase or decrease now because Popol has been taken care of right away. But there's the return kill by the Phobius on the Louis. Look at that, Balmond. He will retreat. I thought he might be getting caught in by the Phobius, but they did not go in for that collapse on him. Jawhead is low in HP as well. It's better for him to retreat for now. That's what's happening. Just as I said, it's gonna either increase or decrease. It increased to 500 gold for now.
But both Xbox looking so low. I think he's going to be giving away that kill to Granger. Very nice rotation coming in from the side of Team Fusion. They also are in a very good position to get that turtle free of cost because Roger is just at his blue buff and he's coming right now, but don't know if he's going to be able to steal it.
Oh, diversion by the Louis. There comes in the yin yang on the Granger. Like and pounce for the finish. Roger has stolen the turtle for not triple sweep on the Roger, but he will manage to retreat. But will he manage to survive as Phobius will be there to ruin the day for him? The insane damage from that Phobius, just as I was talking about. Jinx, that insane damage. There he goes again with his ultimate, though I feel like he might be shut down at this point. Yes, Jawhead will secure that kill.
He should not have given that shutdown on goal to them. He was doing very, very well and very nice smashes coming in from him, I must say. He knows right when to engage, except that last engage, which was sad to see, but he's playing very, very well and rotating right in time to secure those kills.
Absolutely. Phoebus with those smash, whenever I hear the word smash, My Hero Academia just goes through my mind, and the way All Might shouts that smash.
I think it's Deku now.
For now, yes, but then again, I'm an All Might fan to be honest. But with that all My Hero Academia talk, bot lane turret was secured by Red Phoenix, and mid lane almost traded. Almost traded. While
Yeah,
top lane
but
skirmish going on, Phobius and Valmont will retreat. But that's quick rotations from Team Red. That's Team Fusion things.
yep. They're right on time to save their teammates and Xbox getting that kill on Saber, but he's very, very low. Looks like he's not going to be able to push that bottom lane turret.
Yeah, he has to retreat. I personally feel like he could have pushed in that lane because he had vision on each and everyone from Team Fusion. Everyone was on the top side. He could have gone in for that push because he had the vision as well.
I think he did not have minions, but look at that, Louis, so low. They might just be able to pick her off, but she retreats in 1 HP.
Fight M Koopa just almost managed to kill. The same thing happens with the Jawhead. Man, that's so annoying. Jawhead and Lu escaping in the same HP, and that too in the same way.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
Wow. As the team fight continues, there's the bonk by Valmont securing the kill on Granger. Saber's triple sweep was on the shield of Xbox, but he could not manage to take it down. And the lasting insanity also coming in right on time.
Yep. And I'm not sure why Fovis is recalling right there. He might just be giving a free top lane turret for the side of Blitz. Phoenix is no one there to defend for now. But looks like they might just be able to defend that bottom lane turret as well. So they've lost 2 of their turrets for this bad thinking from the side of Team Fusion. He did have full HP. He probably could have defended that.
This was low on mana and he wanted to go in back first. Looking at the itemizations for now, let's check it. Phobius is going with a full tank build. He's got the brute force already. He's going in for that oracle. While Granger has gotten the Hunter Strike, looking for the endless battle. Xbox already got his immortality as well as war axe, so he'll be dealing a ton of damage. He'll not be having enough lifesteal though, but this damage will be absolutely insane. With the Balmond is also running on that purifier. Therefore, the triple sweep, yes, you can catch her, you can deal the damage to her, but I don't think so he's going to be able to deal that finishing blow.
Totally.
Though she will be caught in by, and there's the execute for the kill by Phobius. Has gotten the oracle already. Saber will secure one on the Jawhead. That's the Granger with the kill on Roger as well. Phobius is doing so much in this match. I doubted that tank build, but it's working perfectly fine for his whole team. Just as we talked about, he is the main frontliner. Balmond in that cheeky position. He might be looking in for some Lord Steel.
Yep, but he's just making everyone retreat, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much. But his team has come for support. Do you think they're going to be able to steal this Lord?
Most probably because everyone from Fusion, they are quite low in HP. Granger will be retreating as well. Lord has been resetted. Palman did what he came for. He helped his team in massively in this situation because one Lord for Fusion and things would have turned around. For now, Blitz Phoenix are in the goal lead of 2k, but if somehow Fusion would have managed to secure that Lord, they would have been in the lead. They would have gotten those turrets, at least those tier 1s.
Yep. Phoenix is leading on that turret, but sadly, I feel like Fusion is winning those team fights.
Oh, Popol deleted right away. Phoebus jumping in with his ultimates again and again. There's yet another one. Xbox Immortality has been taken down. Jawhead ejecting Phoebus back towards his own turret. Saber coming in as well. There's a triple sweep on the Roger. Will they secure the kill? Or if yes, they will. Creature with the mega kill. A very important, a very major shutdown. Perfect rotation from that Saber. That too right on time.
Yep, and they might just be able to get this lot this time because Roger is out and he's going to take 15 seconds to come back. Even though Balmond is going to go in and try once more to make them leave the lot, but I don't think that he's going to succeed this time.
Oh, the diversion from Luo. Retribution. Granger has secured in the Lord. Will take the shutdown on the Louis. That's gonna be a 4 for 0 trade in favor of Fusion. They're gonna turn this around. They have turned this around. They're in the gold lead for now.
Totally, totally. And if they get that kill on Roger right now because Saber is right there, they might just be able to end this game.
Yeah, but Saber doesn't have the triple sweep for now. But Roger will go in with the safe play at least. Alright, so everyone's jumping back in. Lord in the mid lane. Okay, I'll honestly say one thing, that Fusion did not manage their waves properly. Though they're gonna get the top lane tier 2 by the help of those minions, they're gonna get the bot lane tier 1 at least. They might push in for those tier 2s. They've already secured the mid lane inhibitor. I guess they could have gotten more out of that Lord attack, to be honest.
Totally, they totally could have. They retreated as soon as Lord went into the pace. Probably they should have focused a bit more on pressure on the side lanes and gotten those turrets down. But sadly, they did not. So maybe a bit of bad thinking, but they do have that advantage. And also, they've taken all the farm from the side of Team Blitz Phoenix. Roger has nothing to feed, to eat. Except the minions. Maybe they're looking to, freeze the lanes at this point.
Yes, that would be the perfect play from Fusion if they decided to just freeze the lanes, just to deny as much farm as possible to Blitz Phoenix for now. Looking at the goal difference, it's 3k now in favor of Fusion. Let's look at the itemizations. Valmond has already gotten his dominance eyes, looking forward for either an Oracle or an Athena Shield. Granger got in the Brute Force Breastplate, going to provide him some decent amount of tankiness against the Balmond, Roger, as well as the lasting insanity of Xbox. Louis went with the Necklace of Durance and the Enchanted Talisman, looking for the Genius Wand to get in decent amount, some penetration. Sicilian now, I must say, he has not been shut down even once. He is going 0-0-10. So he'll be stacked up, has gotten the Lightning Truncheon as well as the Clock of Destiny, looking to make in the Holy Crystal for now. So he will be main damage dealer from this point onwards. And Blitz Phoenix must somehow find a way to shut the Sicilian down. Otherwise, he's going to just destroy everyone from Blitz Phoenix.
Totally, but their only hope is that Jawhead, either he needs to lock down on that Granger or, like you said, Sicilian, because they do not have much of backliners. They don't have those people who can go into the backlane and lock onto the enemy squishies and get those kills. But one thing I want to mention, this bottom lane turret is annoying me a lot. I wish someone just goes in and one-shots it, because it's just standing on 1 HP at this point.
Agreed. Jawhead is in the bot lane though. Both the teams are playing extremely safe. We're not seeing so many major fights. Jawhead just taking on that trap, taking all those traps by the purple, doing exactly what a tank should do.
Totally, and I feel like Blitz Phoenix heard me talk about this bottom lane turret because they all just came in there to defend that and make sure it does not go. But like you said, not many fights going on. Looks like they're going to be waiting out for that Lord. It's going to be an enhanced Lord, a perfect opportunity. Whoever gets this Lord might just win the whole match. So it just depends. Louis is
Jawhead
there for
flickering
that
out
teleport.
of the scenario. Sicilian with his Bat Feast and save with a triple sweep on the Jawhead. They did want to catch him by any means. Jawhead will recall for now. I guess it's perfect time for Fusion to just speedrun that Lord.
Totally, but they need to watch out for that Louis. She might just teleport back into the back lane, and Roger might just get those kills. We just need to watch out for that.
Exactly, and Phoenix are going in for those speed runs. We are seeing the diversion. There comes in the diversion. Joyd has locked onto the Granger with his unstoppable forces between two people. Perfect way of zoning out, but Saber will secure the shutdown on Louis. She has been caught. Roger will have to retreat as Phobius is just being unstoppable with those demonic forces, not letting anyone escape Valmont. He is going in the wrong direction, has been caught out perfectly, will be shut down, godlike for Granger, and now they're gonna jump in to speed run that Lord, as there's absolutely no way Team Blitz Phoenix would engage.
Totally, but sadly, that was a very, very nice teleport. But Team Fusion did retreat right on time, and but look at that, Xpog missing that ultimate. Very sad to see.
Absolutely, there's the death sonata by Granger, third bullet hitting the jaw head. That's gonna be retreat from both the teams, though. In that all that skirmish in the top side, because of the good wave management by Blitz Phoenix, they're both the waves of top as well as bot pushed towards Fusion, and they got in the top lane tier 2 as well as the bot lane tier 2. So giving major farm that's needed by Blitz Phoenix to stand a chance in stopping this Lord, as the goal difference is up by 6k. But in my opinion, it's just one item difference by each of the members. Valmont going in with his Cyclone Sweep, trying to chunk the Lord down before it reaches the base. Sicilian is extremely low with the major Yin Yang by Louis in that point. Popol has already used his ultimate. Down goes Koopa. Lord will be chunked down. Lasting Insanity coming in by Xbox just to zone out the members of Fusion at this point.
They missed out on this Lord push. Sadly, I feel like where they lost out is like you said, they did not push the lanes and they just focused on that Lord lane and they could not end the game.
That's the major mistake almost many teams make. Lasting Insanity yet again getting Popol quite low. Ejector by Joehead landing on his Roger. So that's gonna be retreat from both the teams. Though because of that mid lane skirmish, both the inhibitors have fallen. Jawhead has been taken care of by Saber. Demonic forces by the Phobius being unstoppable. There comes in yet another demonic force into the turret. Balmond extremely low. Cyclone Sweep is not helping him to sustain. Base is being targeted by Granger. Minions coming in from each and every lane. Legendary for Granger, but the shutdown by Roger on the Phobius. The key play changing. There's this Xbox with the shutdown as well. Sicilian has to escape. There's Balmont chasing him. He is just going into the terrace, will secure the kill. That's a 4-for-2 trade in favor of Blitz Phoenix.
Totally, it looks like that lane management is going to hurt for the side of Team Fusion. They could have ended that game, but now it's a perfect opportunity for Blitz Phoenix to push those lanes because only Granger is there to defend, and there's almost a 30-second gap for all of his teammates to come back. So very, very, very well played by Blitz Phoenix. They have a very good chance of getting, or maybe at least closing up the lead and getting those turrets, maybe even pushing that bottom lane turret. Look at that, the minions are right there, but Roger is busy taking that group up.
My goodness, they are almost gonna get that. Inhibitor Phobius is there though. He's trying to save his inhibitor. No, that's free inhibitor for Blitz Phoenix. That's a major perk for their side, because bot lane we will now be at the stalemate. Lasting Insanity in the mid lane, landing on the Popol only. There's the demonic force by Phobius. He will have to retreat as there's absolutely no backup that's gonna come in from his team.
Yep. Popol did go into the top lane to push the minions. I think he did not notice that bottom lane getting pushed, and they lost that inhibitor. So, like I said, Blitz Phoenix is in a very good position. They have advanced into the enemy's territory, and they're in a very good position to start those team fights. Whereas Balmond and Xbox are looking to push those side lanes, add a bit more pressure, and looks like they've also covered up that farm difference. They're only standing almost a 1k goal behind the side of Team Fusion.
Whoa, Louis being caught in at this point will mean that Blitz Phoenix will have to retreat. Lord is already up. Fusion looking forward yet again to speedrun this Lord. Balmond perfect position. He might just jump in for stealing that Lord. Look at that, they're speedrunning it. We might see an engaged Balmond. If you want to go in, just go in now. Yes, he goes in. He used ultimate way too quickly. Retribution will secure the Lord. Fog Granger unstoppable force by Jawhead, zoning out Granger in the process. But look at that, Povius. Demonic forces coming right again. Roger will have to retreat. Balmond using his skill to run away. Sicilian wants to go in for that chase. He goes and uses a flicker onto the Roger this time. He secure the kill on him. There comes in Balmond for the support. He might get a kill on him. No, execute has been used. His immortality has been taken down. Jawhead will be finished off in the top side by Granger and Pervious. Balmond retreats in so low HP. Triple sweep by Saber onto Xbox. Immortality popped up yet again. There comes in the Rhapsody. Flicker has been used. Xbox no more armor. Execute has been wasted by Saber. Xbox will retreat as well. They have taken down Lord yet again. But now the real problem begins. Minions coming in from each and every wave. Xbox with the lasting insanity. Granger has to run away. Saber. They are going for the base. They are going for the base. They will secure the base. Valmont went in to chase the Granger. And because of that, Saber came in from the bottom side with the minions to take the base. We take our Granger, we take the game. Is it Phoenix? No, it's Fusion who have
Fusion.
won the game. Yeah. Go on, Jinx.
I must say, at in the midpoint, I was completely rooting for Blitz Phoenix to win that match. They had a very, very good chance, but sadly, Louis got picked off right there. They still had a good chance, but maybe they should not have focused on chasing for those kills and probably defended those turrets, because Phobius and Saber were right there, and Louis got picked off as well, and they could not defend. But I must say, very, very almost a very good comeback coming in from the side of team. With Phoenix, they played a very good match and they almost had a turnover.
Absolutely. Look at that. It's extremely low scoring match. In the 22-minute game, the score is just 21 to 14. And Fusion have won the match. So that's going to be the third match of the evening, guys. But don't go anywhere. We're going to have two more matches. And one of them is going to be of the mighty Sap Dragons. And you don't want to miss that. So just stay tuned to the stream as we'll be giving up the redemption codes right in a few minutes.
Kill all.
Your
at
team
once.
is banning.
Kindness.
Your
is the
team
short-
is banning.
Welcome back, everyone. After the short delay, we are back again with the fourth match of the evening. And this match is going to be between Team
team is
NE on the
banning.
blue side, and they'll be up against Team Brainiacs on the red side. This match will be casted by me, Scariot, and my co-caster, Crunchy.
Welcome, guys. As Carrier said, I hope you have been enjoying this evening, and of course, we'll be jumping into straight into this match between
Your team is
NE
picking.
and the Brainiacs. And you can see that the ban phase is already over. We're seeing really standard bans like Saber, Popo, Matilda, and Yuzhong. But of course, Carrier, I'm gonna have to ask you what are both sides thinking? Banning out two of the best roam supports in the game right now in the form of that Popo and Matilda.
Personally speaking, I feel like they just want to open the draft because Xbox is open for now. Kaja as well as Saber is open. Gujan has been logged in as the first pick for Team NE Esports. That's something quite surprising though, because there's Xbox open, there's Balmond open, there's Barat's open, there's this Kaja open. There's so many heroes open that you could have gone for the first pick, but they're locking in the Gujan. They're looking for those comfort picks as the first option.
True that, but I mean, he did lock it at the last second, so there might have been a bit of panic in the draft, maybe, just maybe. But it would still be, I'm still kind of confused seeing that Gusion. It's not a standard pick to be, secured in the first few rounds of picking. They could have secured exactly the same picks that have been picked by the Brainiacs. The Barat, the Xborg could have been secured by the side of NE, but they have gone for the Gusion first pick. Pretty weird, but now they are going for more standard picks in the form of Tigreal and Farsa. Tigreal has been the bread and butter of this tournament, hasn't it, Skid?
Yes, after all, every other team was just going in with that Tigreal as the first or the second pick. They're going in for the priority picks for that Tigreal. Though I don't personally, I'm a big fan of that, but because he can be very easily countered by a Diggy though.
Your team
Chango
is
been locked
banning.
in by Brainiacs as their third pick. She's locked in pretty early, but she's a very good hero to counter the Farsa with that range.
Yes, definitely. That Shango is going to be melting that Farsa if she ever chooses to use her feathered airstrike. And you have to
Team
consider,
is
man,
banning.
Chango rotates on average, she's able to rotate faster than Farsa. If Farsa has to stop in the middle of her gank, to do something, she doesn't have her skill to roam around anymore. She doesn't have her bird form. She cannot use Very to, roam around the map anymore for a fixed period of time. But Chango doesn't have that problem. Chango can just, rotate from mid to top to bot everywhere. But of course, we might be seeing a side lane Changa as well. So I mean, guys, I think we should just stick to our seats, wait for the game to begin before we lock on to anything. We think that this Changa which lane this Changa is gonna go. Aren't I right, Scared?
Yes, absolutely.
Your
Um,
team is picking.
Though I guess we might possibly have seen a Gusion with the autolock or maybe some lag issue. So it's possible that we might have to actually begin the draft yet again, because if the first pick has been logged in as the autolock, we might have to see a full new draft from each of the team, and that is the information that I'm actually getting in right now. So I guess yes, for now we can talk about the draft that's in front of us, but I guess it's gonna be extremely different once we enter the game, because they've selected a Nathan as well. That's gonna be a redraft, new draft. So they're just picking whatever they want for now.
True. But I mean, if this was a real game, the draft on the side of Brainiacs is looking really strong. They've got that link there for versus that Nathan. Gajan is gonna be finding it a hard time to burst down that link because he's just so mobile. And getting into the backline to burst the Changu also is not that easy. Nathan versus like say a Barat, say Xborg is gonna be pretty hard. He's gonna find it pretty hard to get in to that range, to be doing anything. But of course, this is a real game. But Nathan has been banned for this tournament, so I think this is gonna be a complete redraft. Actually, I don't think it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
this.
yeah, that's true. We're gonna have the redraft from these two teams. I guess the bans are gonna remain the same, but the picks are going to be different. That's what I think, and we'll just have to confirm it with our management for now. But then again, these two teams being extremely strong. So looking at the draft of team Brainiacs for now, since they've got they have the barrage, they've got the Xbox Link for the jungler. They'll be looking in for those proper 5v5 team fights. If the Kufra managed to land in good Tyrant's Revenge and Rages, then it's gonna be just extremely difficult for what was the name of the blue team? Any esports.
Any.
Yeah, any esports. It's gonna be very difficult for team any esports. Everyone's just spamming the recalls, guys. It's gonna be a restart. We know that. So rather than continuously blabbering about that, let's just talk to each other. How are you guys in the comment section? Please just comment it and tell how's everyone doing. And by the way, how are you, Crunchy?
Yo, I'm actually pretty fine. I was just playing a few games before this, having a lot of fun. But of course, then you call on to me to cast. So of course, I just came straight away.
Perfect. Thanks a lot for tuning up because even in the people in the audience were actually waiting for you since your in-game knowledge is something that's unparalleled.
Nah, man, I'd say cap to that. I'd say cap to that. I'm not that great in
So
the terms of
humble.
the casting department.
So
Nah,
humble. So humble.
nah, man, nah. But of course, man, like if Nathan is banned to pick in this tournament, but I feel that Nathan is, of course, a viable solo queue ban. Not a solo queue. I mean a team up ban, because if a good Nathan is in a good team, getting that support, he's gonna be dishing out 8 ton of damage. But of course, he's only a cycle ban. You can open up other picks by banning out a Nathan. So if you ever are in that situation where you feel that the enemy might be going for a Nathan, or you want to open up other picks, Nathan ban ain't bad. Nathan ban ain't bad at all.
Yeah, Nathan is actually very good. And for the question why Nathan is banned in the tournament, you want to know the reason? That is because of the fact Nathan is a new hero. So whenever a new hero is launched for at least 15 days, that hero is not allowed to be picked in any kind of tournament. And the reason for that being that with the new heroes comes in the new bugs in the game. So in order to find out those bugs and fix out those bugs, Mobile Legends they themselves deny the picking of that hero in the official tournament lobbies. Therefore, in this tournament as well, we are following the same protocol and we are not allowing Nathan to be picked just to avoid any kind of unfairness in the game. Because if you don't want to lose out a game because of a bug. So that is the reason why the new heroes, whenever the new heroes come in, they are banned. So that's
Yup.
for the answer, Vishal. I hope you're satisfied with it.
I mean, of course, we could have kept Nathan open, but there's also the fact that maybe someone will just pick Nathan to troll, and we don't really want that happening in a serious competitive environment. People haven't learned to use. They haven't mastered Nathan, and we don't want a hero that won't be shown at a decentish level of play to be used in a tournament. Would you want to be seeing any Nathan coming up here and giving people the wrong impression of the hero? You wouldn't want that either, so we wouldn't want that either for our fans, for the viewers of this match. So yeah, we decided to ban out that Nathan completely.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I guess we'll be coming back within 2 or 3 minutes, guys. So just stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Your team.
Kill all.
Your team is banning.
Hello. Welcome back, everyone, and very sorry for the inconvenience. We had a network issue
Your
coming in
team
from
is
Team
banning.
NE Esports. Therefore, we'll be having a fresh new game. Bans will be fresh, picks will be fresh, whichever they want, because the strategy for the side of Brainiacs
Your
was
team
actually
is
revealed
banning.
in the previous bans. All right, so this match yet again, I'm back, scared yet, and my co-caster is going to be Crunchy.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the stream. I guess I shouldn't have said that since Gary had already said it. But of course, guys, we have completely flipped over the ban situation. So this time around, it shall be Saber, Baratz, Xborg, and Yuzhong. Because we all saw last game that Xborg and Baratz was picked instantly. So this time around, instead of the Matilda and Popol being back, it's the Baratz and Xborg. So both the OP supports, the best supports in the current meta, Matilda and Popol are open, and that is exactly what is being picked by the side of NE. They have gone for the Matilda pick, which they had initially banned outright in the first game, before the remake. So, of course, what do you think about this kid? Should we have given them the redraft, the reban?
Your team is picking.
Well, since the strategy of Brainiacs was revealed, therefore, yeah, new bans and picks were obviously necessary. And Mathilda and Popol, since they were banned in the previous draft, this time both of those heroes have been picked right away. Mathilda by any esports, Popol by the Brainiacs. While Kaja and Balmond are still open. So, and both of those heroes have been already showed by NE. Let's see what they actually go with. They're locking in both of them, the Kaja and the Balmond. They have gotten the one-shotting hero and they have got that insane sustainable damage dealer.
Yep, that's gonna be an ouchie for the side of the Brainiacs because they have already given the Matilda away, but now they're also gonna have to suffer from the Kaja and Balmond just raging on, rampaging in their back line. So they have tried to kind of counter it by the Brody. Brody is in general just a tankier, one on the tankier side of hyper carries, tankier side of junglers. So he's not gonna really be falling to that Balmond or that Kaja that easily. He can build that Athena's fairly easily to negate the one shot of Kaja, and he can also pretty much evade the Balmond because he is gonna be probably evading that Balmond quite a bit. And Granger band coming in, they have been completely tricked by the side of NE. They don't know that the Balmond is actually the hyper. They think that it is going off lane. So now we have a Balmond and a Kaja double jungle, but of course that's not gonna happen. I'm just joking. Kaja is just showing red sheep for me.
Maybe they can just jump in with 3 retributions.
Yup, man. That's gonna be pretty sad, but yeah, 3 retributions.
that's the caster's reference, guys. We were actually talking about a game where we saw 3 retributions by a team, so that's why. Okay, jumping back into the draft, Sicilian has been banned by any esports. That's something I did not expect because there are a lot of other mages that could have been banned in this situation. Don't you agree?
True that, but I think that it's more of a respect ban at this point because there's no way you would ban a Sicilian out in a normal situation, as you said. So I'm guessing it's because of the player.
Probably because yes, Brainiacs they lack a mage, and let's see. According to the draft, they've got a Popol, so they will be looking for some early aggression. They might go with the Louis, but since any esports have gone with the Alice, I feel like Louis will not be a best possible choice in this scenario. They've still got a Farsa because she
I
can
mean,
run away ultimate of Alice by wings by wings.
True. Wings by Wings will be I mean, the wings by wings would be pretty useful. But now, what I think that Brainiacs is lacking is a solid late game pick carry. Brody can be the only one, but I don't know what they're doing. They seem to be going for the Kagura. Kagura will definitely be bursting pretty hard, but I feel that in this entire matchup, Brainiacs is just looking to snowball at this point. There's no way they can make it past this entire draft scene. With just a single hero being able to, just semi carry into the late game. But on the other hand, you have the Alice, you have the Argus from the side of NE who seem to have gone for an Alice Mage. That is pretty non-standard, I guess. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
It's actually Kaja who's going to jump into that mid lane while Alice
Oh
will be
yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
gold lane.
That
Yeah.
my bad, my bad. It could be the Kaja in the middle, and it should be the Kaja in the lane. I mean, sorry, my bad. And Kaja in the mid lane is just going to be quite the nuisance for the side of that Kagura. The moment he's at level 4, she's going to have to look out for his lurks, going to have to look out for the bushes. It's going to be because this Kaja, at the moment he gets his ulti, he's going to be just using flicker, using his divine judgment just to get out, just pick out the enemy carry or the enemy mage, and
Absolutely.
that's gonna be quite the nuisance, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. And by that pickout, guys, you can actually pick in all those redemption codes that we've been dropping in continuously. Be active in the chat because one of you will be selected for the Starlight giveaway. Therefore, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and share it as much as possible. With that, let's jump right into the game as we're in the land of Dawn. Both the teams going in safe play. Benedetta being aggressive against the uh, Argus right there. Though Argus has actually made Argus miss one minion, and we know how important those minions are. Every single minion, especially in the first two waves.
True, but Benedetta's HP is just going low. Argus using the flicker over there in the top lane. First play secured by the side of the Benedetta. GG. She's just baiting out that Argus to make plays, because she knew she had the advantage. Argus is a late game hero. He's not going to be able to do much early. Her HP did drop a decent chunk, but she got that outplay in the end. But this time she seems to be on the receiving end of a rotation from the side of NE, but nothing yet, as she does have her passive, she does have her dashes to get out of there. Meanwhile, we can see on the bot lane something seems to be forming as a Brody seems to be aiming for this Alice, getting the stun in, and that shall be the ultimate used up. Alice at a sliver of HP, just barely surviving that Brody. Shattered, torn apart memory, almost getting that Alice, but unfortunately nothing yet.
Absolutely. There's still no more kills coming up on the board for now. Turtle is already up and it's at the bottom side of the turret. Bottom side of the map. We can already see Brody and Popol going in for the turtle. They have secured the vision in towards that mid side. Lapu is in the bottom already. That's a 4v5 already right now. There comes in the ultimate. Balmond did secure the turtle. He did stole it. There comes in the ancestral blade of the Lapu, securing the kill on the Balmond. At least for now, Kaja will be the next one to fall. Mathilda is extremely late into the party. Crunchy, I feel like the reason why they lost in that fight was because of the absence of Mathilda as well as Alice.
True. They did lose out a lot in terms of the numbers fight. Alice had already been poked out and had to take the recall. But damn, they just secured that turtle using the lethal counter of that Balmond. That is just the reason why a lot of people want to use Balmond as the hyper, or the jungler, because he's really good at securing an objective even when behind, even when you haven't set up for it. And there, as I was saying it, Mathilda really taking a ton of damage from that Kagura, Popo, and the Brody in the mid lane, but she does get away safely, and you can see now in the bot lane some action breaking out, somewhat of a gank forming, but nah, Alice has already seen through it. Man, a lot of action just going on in the first few minutes itself, isn't it?
Absolutely. Alice going in with her Bloodwood, getting in those minions and the stats. Slow game, And that is exactly what any esports want. Both of their laners are late game. So both of them are actually late game heroes. Alice stacks up extremely well while Argus gets his insane damage. There comes in Brody and Lapu Lapu collapsing on that Alice. Though that stun from the Alice coming at the clutch, saving her life. If one Brody would have been able to stick one more stack, it would just went in with that torn apart memory to secure the kill.
Oh, look at that! Benedetta using the eye for eye to immune the divine judgment coming out from Kaja. Meanwhile, Kaja not looking so good as the Kagura has already set her sights onto him. Argus in the top lane, he does have that ultimate. No, he doesn't have the eternal evil, but he is dealing a ton of damage right now. Benedetta forced to use her blade to get away. You know, that ultimate has been used. Look at that Balman being taken down by the Popo. GG as the Kaja also is follows as the next casualty to this Benedetta. Benedetta just using up all her skills to make sure that, you know, the side of any falls and turtle is being contested. Bot side has already lost one turret and the turtle is up, so it shall go for a contest. What do you think will happen in this turtle fight, Sked?
I guess it's going to be easy turtle for Brainiacs as they did manage to secure it, and pressuring the lane of Alice was the right choice made by Brody and Lapu Lapu, and the outplays in the top side. That's exactly what we expect, especially the immune of the Divine Judgment. That is how Benedetta set up that whole fight. Since Kaja without Divine Judgment as the mid lane mage is a fail because of the fact that his ultimate has a very long cooldown. And though I must say that Electro Final Blow by Benedetta was used defensively, it could have been much more lethal for.
Oh, look at that. The Divine
Kuto.
Judgment used up by the Kaja, but instead it shall be him going down as the Bidem Koopa was used by the Popo. August jumping into the action using his Eternal Evil. His ultimate has been used, so this might be a frag. You can see the Kagura has been locked onto by every member of that was present over the Alice in the end getting the kill. Brody using the throw apart memory to get that Balman down to size. Ancestral Blade used up by the Lapu Flicker coming a bit late. Electro Final Blow coming in. Lot of ultimates used but not really finding them mark as a Matala easily gets away, but instead it shall be the Bidem Koopa that gets her in the end. Man, that was so ironic, you know. So many ultimates like the Ancestral Blade, the Tone Apart Memory, and the Electro Final Blow used onto that Matilda, but it was a simple Bidem Koopa that killed her in the end as Argus falls in the top lane.
Absolutely no more Eternal Evil for Argus to save his life this time, and the top lane turret has fallen as well. Look at the damage of Brody with the skill one. He chunked out 50% HP of that Kaja, and that's going to be tier 2 of the top lane.
Man, this War Axe is just showing up in all matches and it's turning out to be a bit too much for Zizu. Oh, look at that. Alice in the mid lane. Blood Ode is not going to be able to save her. Electo Final Blow came out, but I guess it wasn't on time as the Argus finally manages to take out that Brody. He had been dealing an insane amount of burst over there in the top lane, you know, and now he's finally been shut down. I think Any can finally take a breather before they engage maybe for this turtle.
Honestly speaking, I'm highly doubting the build of the Brody. He went with the attack speed boots. Alright, he wants to play on the offensive. He went with the Vorax as the first item. Now, arguably, people might say that yes, it's a very good item, gives you a lot of penetration, but the marksman gain only 33% stats from his passive. And in my personal opinion, the damage that he dealt onto the Kaja in that lane was merely because of the 3-level advantage he had over him.
True. But I mean, I think it's the user was saying, man, like, you know, Vorax on Brody, I don't think it's really an item, you know, to dish out that damage. It's more DPS concentric, you know. You have the cooldown reduction and you do have that extra HP that Brody gets from the item. You can see Argus a bit overextended in the top lane, forced to use that flicker to get out of there. Eternal Evil has been used up since he does not really have any skills. He does try to get in some damage, but Electro Final Blow finishing him off right over there.
Absolutely. He overextended a lot. He wanted to get the top lane turret, but was actually finished off instead. I would have expected pushes in the other lanes as four people were there of Brainiacs and topside, but I did not see any of that happen, any of the things happening. Lord is going to be up in 55, almost 55 seconds. Though Balmond having a better execution line than Brody might be able to steal it, but then again, he is not getting any proper setups. Cars are being taken care of yet again by the Bite Koopa. And the next one to fall might be Mathilda. No favor coming in at the clutch. There comes in the Lapu Lapu's Ancestral Blade. Brody with the kill secure on the Balmond. While Argus was taken care of by the Benedetta in the top side of screen. And they might get the inhibitor right away. Benedetta is right there. Mathilda is tank, so she's not going to deal any damage to her. Alice coming in extremely late, and look at the damage from was that a Benedetta and a Kagura?
Yup, that was the Benedict and Kagura's damage. You know, the semi umbrella close is it's by itself is dealing a ton of damage as a torn apart memory comes in to finish off that Alice.
Yes, all the minions have been taken care of right in the base of NE Esports, and Lapu Lapu managed to get in the mid lane inhibitor as well. Lord is already up. We can see Lapu, Popol, as well as Brody going in for that Lord right away. They're not wasting even a single second. Proper wave management coming in from Brainiac.
True. But you know, one thing I'm really noticing lacking on the side of any is any form of proper initiation. You know, every divine judgment used by Kaja is being shut down. Any form of, engage coming out from August. August is not even a proper, engagement. So that is also being shut down fairly easily. And, the Balman, the Alice, they're not really setters. They're more on the side of, they come in when the team has already engaged. You can see the Popol has already used his ultimate to enhance his Koopa. Using the Biden Koopa, but it's not really going in as it finally lands onto the Alice. Umbrella close, dealing that final blow to her as she falls down in the bot lane. I was wrong. Biden Cooper really did manage to land that final blow. We can see that Ancestral Brady dealing a lot of damage, but I don't think it'll matter as the base falls down to the side of Brainiacs. They have taken the base, taken this game, and they'll be going home with this victory. Well played.
Brainiacs. And I'm actually surprised that Brody went with the Borax as the first item, while Balmond not even making the third item as his Borax.
True. You know, like Vorax is just so good on fighters that I'm really surprised that this Balman decided, not to build it this match.
Absolutely. Plus, I don't see any dominance eyes coming in from any esports or a necklace of Durance. Lapu Lapu as well as Benedetta were freely getting their HPs back. And Popol did an exceptional job in this match, providing proper visions, providing proper engages as well as the disengages. Just how that hero play is, made to be played. Absolutely annoying gameplay coming in from Popol, and that's actually a compliment for all the Popol and Koopa players out there. The best compliment that you can actually get is being annoying, as much annoying as you can be, and that MVP shows that.
Man, that Pobol really showed a lot of presence compared to that Matilda. You know, Matilda wasn't really able to make any plays. She was late for fights. But that Popol was there in time. He was setting up the vision. He was setting up his traps all around the place, giving his team every single opportunity they needed to get on top of the enemy. Get those kills, get those team fights in, and get those objectives. And they did exactly that. This was a perfect execution from, the top to bottom.
Absolutely. And guess what, Crunchy? It's gonna be the match of Team Saab Dragons now. It's gonna be Ryuga Esports and Saab Dragon right now in just 5 minutes. Everyone, so just stay tuned to the stream as we will be right back with the fifth and one of the most important matches, one of the most hyped matches. As it's going to be Ryuga Esports up against Saab Dragons. So stay tuned as we'll be right back.
Your team is banning.
Good evening and welcome back everyone for the final match of the night. It's gonna be between Team Ryuga Esports on the blue side up against Team Snapdragons on the red side. This is the monthly play of Season 1 presented by Colt Esports. And you're watching this match with me, that is Kadiet, and my co-caster, Sugar Daddy.
Yo
Not
guys,
Mike.
what's
Your
up?
team is banned.
Hope you all are having a really nice day and hopefully a further and beautiful night. But guys, this is the match. This is between Ryuga Esports and Snapdragon. And seeing the bans, we can see that Popol and Yuzong got banned from the side of Ryuga Esports, while Snapdragon decided to ban Bharat as well as Export. So it feels like Snapdragon is gonna go for some high damage, which
Your team is
I'm guessing it's gonna be like heavy damage from the side of Team Snapdragon. What do you think, Scared Yet? Because the band seem like it's ideal for picking damage.
Man. GG's. GG's.
Hey, I told ya.
Not
Your
allowed.
team is picking.
Yo, what? For real?
Yes, it's not allowed.
Oh god dang it. Snapdragon, what you doing, my boy?
The equilibrium, which
So what are we gonna do? What's the procedure?
Your team
Scared
is
Yet?
picking.
I guess management will have to take the decision about this match for now.
Alright. So it's like the not allowed hero, not Nathan, with Jawhead and Harley. So the lineup looks pretty well if we consider that Nathan is part of the mix. But as per the rules, Nathan cannot be the part of the mix. So let's see what the decision comes up to, man.
I guess everyone will just head off to take the decision regarding this, guys. So for now, it's most probably that we're gonna have the restart of this match. Let's see what the decision the management takes regarding the rules. It might be possible that Team Snapdragon will be disqualified in this situation. So we'll be heading off for a few minutes, but we will be back with the decision and we'll
Your
let
team
you guys
is banning.
Always on the way.
Your team is picking.
Let me clear the way for my master.
Your team is picking.
Saber, you're all
Your
on
team is picking.
The daughter of eternity leads you upward.
welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
Your team is banning.
Ready?
Your team is banning.
Welcome back, everyone. Since in the last match we had a Nathan pick, we're gonna have the restart
Your
of this
team
match
is
with
banning.
Snapdragon with a strong warning regarding the Nathan pick. If they pick that again, they'll be disqualified directly from the
Red
tournament.
team is
And now we're gonna have the fresh new bans and picks coming in from both the teams. I have absolutely no idea why Snapdragon have banned Layla and Amia, but it seems like they have absolutely no fear for Team Rayuga Esports on the blue side. And this match, you guys will spectate with me, Scared Yet, and my co-caster, Sugar Daddy, but not mine.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back. And yeah, coming in, the bands from South Dragon, man, really weirding me out because these are not the heroes you ban because troll heroes and stuff. But yeah, from the side of Team Yuga Esports, we're seeing a Popol and Yuzang ban like before, and they also got Kaja as well as Xborg. So, Skated, I would say that the Ryuga Esports side has a heavier and more meta draft. What do you think?
And that's true, but I wouldn't call Snapdragon's draft off meta. They've got the Jawhead, they've got the Kagura. Jawhead very good for those ejectors and those kind of plays. While Kagura, she's extremely good in that late game and highly damage dealing hero. While that's Saber. Saber can easily go in for those pickoffs without any major problems. And all team Rayuga Esports for now, yes, they do have those meta heroes. They've got the Xbox, they've got Kaja. But the Sicilian pick is kinda, it's kinda sus. Because he can be easily one-shotted by Kagura as well as Saber. He's got the Purify, but then there's a lot of hero locking from Snapdragon at this point.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard for that guy to play Sicilian in this situation because Jawhead with unstoppable force can target Sicilian out of the entire crowd, and Saber as well can easily pick him out with his ulti. And we all know that Sicilian is a pretty squishy hero, so it's gonna be hard to play Sicilian. But they have got that late game damage. They have secured that late game damage through Sicilian, so I think that's a dub. But overall, I think it's going to be really hard for Yuga Esports to capitalize with those picks because Snapdragon has all the necessary counters. Scared yet?
That's true. Team Ryuga Esports do seem to be running with the Xbox as the hyper. Balmond has been picked up by Snapdragon as their last picks. I must say, most of the heroes that we usually see being banned have been picked up in this match. But I must point out one thing, that Yuzhong respect ban for anti-mage and the Claude respect ban for hide on push. Lovely bans.
Yeah, they know what's up, man. They know what's up. That those picks from the side of Snapdragon can cause some serious damage to them, and so they decided to opt them out. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun match because we don't get to see all these heroes in one match. We don't get to see Kaja, Borg, and Saber in the same match, man. Like you were saying, so
even a Balmond.
Yeah, I don't know about Balmond, but yeah, it's kind of rare. So we're gonna see some really uncharted gameplay now. So let's just hop onto it. What's going on?
Absolutely. And when by that fun, and to answer your question of what's going on, it's actually the codes, redemption codes giveaway. You guys can get diamonds ranging from 16 to 3003 diamonds. So stay tuned to the stream and keep on watching these matches to get in those redemption codes, as well as we'll be having the Starlight winner, the giveaway Starlight winner for this match. Let's jump right into it because we can see a clear invasion from Ryu as well as Apex with that Balmond and Joint extreme aggression. Anti-mate securing a kill in the top side over Saurav. That Saber is so good counter of a Kaja. Looking at the bottom side yet again, Ryu might have overextended a little bit. He has used this picker to just jump out of the tight spot. Silverhawk as well as Blurryface did not manage to get a kill on him. And I actually find it kind of annoying. They should have secured that shutdown at that point. By looking at the mid lane skirmish, Xborg has lost his armor for now, but it's not a very big deal for him as there's no engage or proper contest coming in from Snapdragon. Ejector onto the Kufra. Jawhead will use his flicker as well. So looking at the draft from both the sides, Sugar, I feel like just as we can clearly see, it's an extremely over-aggressive draft coming from Snapdragon. While we might see a possible first blood, no, we will not at the bottom side. And we can, while looking at the draft of team Ryuga Esports, they've got a pretty balanced draft for early, mid, as well as late game. Though their team will also get the power spikes as soon as they're level 4.
Yeah, obviously, but looking at Snapdragon sides, it's a bit early focus with the Kagura being the only one who's like decent in late game, but they can still make it work. And oh my god, and engage. Oh, before we can see an engage in the turtle lane, Kaja got picked off by that Saber and Jawhead picking off that Kufra. So skated, as you were saying, like Team Ryuga Esports, they have a really balanced out pick for the early, mid, and the late games. But on the other hand, Snapdragon seems to be a bit early oriented pick. Won't you say so?
Yes, exactly. That's what I mentioned, and you're absolutely correct on that one. There's the way of the dragon onto the Valmond into the turret, securing a good shutdown and a very necessary one. What was that sound?
Oh my god, I got so amazed because you see that jiggle, the kiting from the Joe, man. These are some good stuff that we don't get to see all that much, man. So that kind of got me excited, and that was a really great play from the Joe. So yeah, that was me kind of speaking like a little girl, So it happens sometimes, bro. So back to you, I guess.
Okay, Chow has another beautiful way of the dragon onto the Saber. This will get the shutdown on him. Granger, extremely low, might be taken care of by the turret. Only look at his HP. Just one person from Ryuga might secure a kill on him. No, Chow will retreat as the Death Sonata misses Chow off the hide on Bush. This Chow is playing amazing. Silver Hawk. Remember the name. Razin, remember the name.
Yeah, man, I feel remember. And John, oh my god, Snapdragon picking off that Kufra as well as that Sicilian. Man, it's gonna be hard for the Sicilian if he dies even once or twice in the early games. And as we were talking about the Joe, they finally thought it was necessary to shut him down. So it was Saber as well as Granger taking out that single Joe in the top lane, and now they're going to push the tower pretty easily without much competition because that Kagura as well as that Joy is zoning them out. And with the zone, they got the Firaga armor of Xborg, and now the Kufra going in. Alright, scared. So we were talking about that Joe, and it kind of jinxed him. So maybe we shouldn't be praising the players all that much, man.
Caster's curse, yes, we can say that, but that was a smart play from Snapdragon as Void secures the kill on Ryul right there. Jawhead. Apex is stacking way too much damage, and the turret will retreat without any major problems. Look at the way Snapdragon are chunking out almost all the gold from each and every lane. Top side has already been taken down. Mid lane, half of the gold has been taken down. Meanwhile, bot lane, almost full gold has been taken by them. And we can already see a proper gold lead of 4k building up in their favor. Ryunair shut down yet again. This time it was by Ryul. I guess he's playing way too aggressive and he needs to, he needs to calm down.
Well, that's for sure, but sometimes you gotta do some of this, like being super hyper gameplays to throw the enemy off, making them think they're ahead. And oh my god, Anti-Mage coming in, taking a hit on Ryu, but he manages to survive with the help of Blurryface, the Kufra. So yeah, that was a really clean gameplay from the side of Ryuga Esports. And now the Granger and the Kagura taking out that Xborg. So that's gonna be hard for Team Ryuga Esports to come out of, because that Xborg is their Hyperman. So I think that was a really bad engage from the side of Xborg.
I wouldn't say it was an engage, though. It was actually a chase by Void and hide on bush, and that disgusting damage. Look at Void getting in with all that damage and will finish off Sicilian with that See My Umbrella open. And Saber is ready to get someone else. Look at Ryu being extremely aggressive. Lanes of mid as well as bot have been pushed already by Snapdragon. They have been taking all the turtles. They're gonna go in for this third one as well, taking up all the farm that Ryuga Esports have just to deny every single penny of gold.
Yeah, man, like that's like the perfect example of a snowball, right? Slowly growing your lead into something that the enemy can't even.
Beautiful Tyrant's revenge of that Kufra, but no proper follow up from the members of Ryuga Esports. There comes in Void with his Seema Umbrella open. I'm really sorry to cut you off there, but that was just an amazing Tyrant's Rage of Kufra.
Yeah, I kind of got sidetracked, but as I was saying, the snowball, it's huge on the side of Team Snapdragon, so I think it's going to be hard for Team. Oh my god, look at that diamond going inside the entire like base of Ryuga Esports. Like, the man's got no fear, more like, as you were saying, like super aggressive gameplay. Like, I don't even know what that was. Scared yet? What was that?
That was stupidity, man. If you need to term it. Like, even if you're Balmond, no matter if your team is winning, you look at that triple sweep by Saber at that time. Void will secure a kill on Sorrow. Meanwhile, that's a major shutdown on Hideout Bush. Silverhawk with the double kill, shutting down anti-mage as well as Hideout Bush. Major shutdowns been taken by Silverhawk.
Bruh, this show, man. I know the Cass's voice got curse on it, but I gotta praise this guy, man. He is using a not very meta hero and like dominating the entire field. Like, bruh, that's amazing.
But, come on, when did Chow get off meta, bro?
Chow is always off meta, man. Like, he's hidden somewhere inside the meta, but you just gotta, take him out on a spin and then judge how he is. But yeah, he's pretty off definitely.
All right, go
on. Yeah, basically that. I'm not gonna pursue the argument any further. So I'm passing the mic back to Scarian, bro.
Oh, that's a good flicker ejector by Apex. Anti-mage with the triple sweep for the kill secure. Ryul cannot escape this time as he had no Purify. Just as we were talking about, once his Purify is on cooldown, it's going to be really difficult for him to escape all the crowd control that's being offered. All the specific hero pickoffs that's been offered by Snapdragon. They might go in for the mid lane inhibitor as well. There comes in the See My Umbrella open by Void. Oh, flame shot almost getting that kill, but this time Sorrow will survive. Though mid lane inhibitor has been taken down, top lane is the one to be contested with. There comes in triple sweep by anti-mage, but this time it's on Blurry Face. That's not at all a good target. That's gonna be 2 kills for Ryuga Esports. Yes, that's Ryuga Esports. But look at that, how sneakily Snapdragon went in to take that Lord.
Yeah, that was kind of like a fake. Like, you won't expect a team who just lost 2 of their, heroes to go for a Lord. And so that was like, that's why, like, Ryuga Esports, they dropped their guard and Snapdragon just sweep the Lord. And so, now they're going to have they have all 5 of their members. So that Lord is going to be really useful to push those remaining 2 inhibitors, man. So, but scared it, like, it's 10 minutes, but is it normal for like this much domination in 10 minutes? Like, do we see that often?
No, not exactly, but yeah, we can always see way much domination in way early in these matches. But let's jump back into the game. Brave bot lane and mid lane crashing at the same time. Lord will most probably be taken care of easily by Ryuga Esports, but the inhibitors will surely fall. That is 100%. Bottom lane has also already down. There comes in the triple sweep of Saber, unstoppable for Void. Blurry Face will have to retreat as it's taken quite a lot of damage. Xbox has already fallen in this team fight. The jungler is down, but they've got the Sicilian. They have gotten Kaja. They might be able to clear in those waves. There's a beautiful Tyrant's Revenge by Kufra, but he won't be going in with his ultimate as it's on cooldown. Chow! Silverhawk getting the anti-mage in between four members. What a play coming in from this guy, man.
Bro, you gotta say, man, that was some good stuff. And
And
oh my
that was,
god, that
yeah, go on.
export taking out that Balmond, and oh my god, the damage from the Granger, man. I don't think they have enough defense to counter that. Oh my god, Granger coming in with the triple kill, bro. What do you gotta say about this?
Just at the moment, I thought that Ryuga Esports might be able to defend it as the ejector. Granger will be shut it down. Chow with a beautiful unstoppable, and Sicilian will take care of the Kagura in this process. That ejector by Joe had actually saved the life of Cho because he threw him out of the range of Rhapsody, and Chow got in his penetration because of his Shunpu. What an outplay, man. What an outplay.
That was some really good outplay from that show, man. Like, I didn't expect that. Like, I'm here in the front lines watching this match, and like, I couldn't even guess that he would just snap and take that Granger out of the equation, man. That was a really good gameplay. And now the Cho is like acting like a tank and taking care of the bushes as well. Is there anything that this Cho cannot do, bro? This Cho is amazing.
I'm glad that he's not going in for those TikTok plays, man. Usually, shows go for that as soon as they find themselves dominating the enemy. And I'm really glad he's not doing that.
Yeah, me and my homies, we don't like TikTok, I guess.
Yeah, no one actually does. That's ejector on the Kaja by Apex with Void securing the kill. Though triple sweep of anti-mage was also used in that process, major resources being used up already. Kufra dropping dangerously low, will have to retreat if he wants to survive in this fight. Xbox already has his red buff for now. He will be dealing some damage at least. Snapdragon are looking very aggressive. Don't you think that they should have gone with the freezing those waves? Or I guess they're just too confident that they don't even care about the farm that Ryuga Sports are getting from those minions.
Kind of seems like it, man. Like, they're not going for the freeze strategy, but I think that was a good decision because the Lord is coming up. So even if you freeze the lanes, you gotta find yourself in trouble. But I think that clearing the lane was a bit too early for them. But I still don't think that Ryuga Esports can like give any competition in the Lord. So it's gonna be an easy Lord coming in from Snapdragon. And with this schedule, I'm most probably gonna guess that the match will end because they have a snowball of almost 6,000 gold. And oh my god, the choke going in and taking the Granger amidst everyone, man. What a gameplay! What the fudge, man?
Nice save, Sugar. Nice save. Just like that, Chow saved the game for his team at this point. They've got 3 kills in the favor for 1. They might get in the 4th one. Yes, that's a 4 kills. But look at those minions from the top lane. There's absolutely no one to defend the base. Minion wave coming in right on time. They will manage to defend this Lord as Apex will not be able to end this match alone. What a play by Silverhawk. Hats off, man. Hats off.
I don't care who wins this match, man, but that show won my heart, bro. Like, from the beginning to the near end now, man, the show is like doing such amazing gameplays, like holding his team in his own hands. And so that was some amazing gameplay, bro. Like, gotta say, man, gotta say.
They've got the Xbox, they've got the Kaja, they even have the Sicilian, and it's the late game. But just guess who is actually the star of this match for now? It's none other than the Silverhawk, the Chow, which you were calling off meta, Sugar. The Chow who's actually destroying Granger, Kagura, as well as Saber.
Yeah, I think I made a little mistake on my part, man. Even if the hero goes off meta, this guy is eternal, bro. So yeah, that show he's holding up the game with a KDA of 924 compared to his other teammates. This is some miraculous numbers because The Kaja died 06, has a KD of 067, while the tank has 146. But is there going to be a fight coming in here? Like, I think it's a bad idea to fight at this point, but Snapdragon is just lurking around the corners, and so they might go in. Scared yet? What do you think?
I don't think so. That Chow clearly showed that he must not be taken lightly, and now Snapdragon just cannot barge in like they were going in before. They have to play safe. Chow has gotten 2 Blade of Despairs, man, and 1 Blade of Epitases. Like one punch if he's in the bush for the let me guess, how many seconds were there? 5 seconds. Like if for 5 seconds it does not take or deal any damage, is gonna get half of the HP out of that Kagura and Saber. Granger now finally has a brute force breastplate, so he might be able to tank a little bit by the Chow, but it's basically just one Malefic away to get bursted down yet again. That's a massive Yin Yang overturn by Kagura. Kaja will fall. Chow is extremely low, will finally retreat. That could have been a major shutdown. What a play by Void.
Absolutely amazing, man. Again, these are some unexpected plays. Like you're saying that they shouldn't be engaging right now, and then snap and say a yin yang overturn from not yin yang overturn. Sorry, the same umbrella from Kagura, and they just turned the battle upside down, basically. And oh my God, did you see that damage from that Kagura taking out that a Sicilian in one go, bro? What the heck? And now they're okay. That Kufra getting taken out by that flame shot. That show fighting one-on-one with that Saber and winning in the brawl. Oh my God, man! Get it back to you, bro.
Come on, Snapdragon going in directly for the base. There's no minion. Look at the HP of that base. Granger wants to get that, but they will have to retreat as Jawhead has fallen. Team Ryuga still holding strong. Not strong, I must say. Balman wants to go in, but they're not allowing minions to come into the base. That's a good zoning out by Kufra. Chow might get a kill on the Balman. That's the semi-umbrella open by Kagura, not catching anyone. It's going to be retreat by Snapdragon. They might go in for yet another Lord. What a game this has been, Sugar.
Yeah, man. Like, look, at first when we saw that goal lead from Snapdragon, none of us could have guessed that this match would go into 18 minutes with the goal lead being, and Ryuga Esports pretty much leading at this point. I know it doesn't matter, but still, that's some inspirational stuff. But I think it's not the best idea to engage the Lord right now, and that's why Snapdragon is just trying to create pressure on the lanes. Granger going to top and clearing out those minions with literally no effort, and so yeah, they're gonna play safe, man. They know that stuff can go down right now, and so they're not taking them lightly anymore, and now they're completely focused on the game. So I think it's a good time to take the Lord, as the entire team Ryuga Esports they retreated. So what do you think? So is this gonna be the end?
That's the third Lord. Now let's see if Silverhawk managed to take out Granger yet again. Yes, change the build. Okay, he might be taken care of right away. There's Rhapsody, but no ejector by the Jawhead. Look at that. That's Sonata. There's the triple sweep, but it's on the Kufra. Xbox will be there to zone him out. There's the ejector by the Jawhead. But then again, it's Xbox. He has his immortality up already. So it might not be a major problem. But will it be? Look at the damage coming in from Sicilian. Balmond will be traded for the Xbox. Chow going in. That's the way of the dragon. Will he get the kill? Beautiful current switch coming in by Kufra. 4-for-1 trade yet again by Ryuga Esports. Void will have to retreat. They're going to defend yet another Lord. What a match. They are going extremely strong. If Never Surrender was a match, this is that match.
I am speechless, bro. I am legit speechless from that play, man. That Sicilian, he said to Snapdragon's face that you think that the choke can be a problem? Look at me now. And he did. Oh my God, no, man! Don't get taken out by the same umbrella. That's gonna be horrible for your team. And I think Void made a bad decision on his part. And oh my God, scared yet. What is happening, man? What the actual hell is happening, bro?
Can we see an epic comeback against Sub Dragon by Ryuga Esports? Because it seems like it, they've finally taken down the first turret. Though the minions on the sidelines will continue to push towards Ryuga Esports base, but finally they are making the move. They are out of their base and they are in the gold lead.
I am speechless, bro. I'm legit speechless because what a turnabout, man. What a turnabout. Like from being dominated to kind of one hand dominating the game. That is some gameplay from Ryuga Esports, man. We have to like remember both the Cho and the Sicilian, man. Cho taking care of the early to mid game, almost the late game, and Sicilian just showing that he can be an asset as well, man. So this is some great teamwork as well as some really good plays, bro.
Absolutely. As it's the super late game for now, Kagura, the only one who can deal insane damage. Saber will only be able to take care of it, either a Kaja or a Sicilian, since every other person will be decently tanky for him to take out in one sweep. But then again, we're back to where we started. Look at that legendary Bachao. What a divine judgment to take out anti-mage and insane damage. The flicker divine judgment combo finally coming in by Gaja.
Yeah, so oh my god, man. I like no matter how much we praise this show, man, it's not enough, bro. Because he is like he's taking out people left and right. Like anyone who can be trouble for his team, he's taking them out. And like seriously, man, I'm losing words at this point because it's 22 minutes and legit anything can happen right now. Either of the team getting losing some of the members and it's game over for them. So do you have any late game predictions for now, Scary? Like something that might happen or a team that might win?
Just take out that Sicilian. Just take out that Sicilian. Now I'm gonna tell you. Look at that. Apex might be caught this time. No, he has the flicker. That's gonna be the disengage. Yes. I'll tell you what's actually happening. This time, Xbox, in those previous two fights, Xbox has been the bait for Ryuga Esports. He is the one that is baiting out almost all the skills by Kagura, Saber, Balmond, and Granger. He's being the bait. He is being taken care of. He's being dying. That's true. But then again, he is making sure that at least three ultimates of Sab Dragon are being used on him or the tank. And as soon as that happens, Cho and Sicilian, they just barge in, they as well as Kaja. They do take some poke damage, but they get in the damage as well because it's super late game and they have it. Kufra might be taken care of right away. He's been caught off position by so many people. So many ultimates have been used up already. Kufra is still standing with his immortality. He will retreat for now. That's too many resources. Three resources spent. That's three ultimates. Kagura, Saber, as well as Granger and Joy. That's four actually. But not securing one kill on that Kufra. That's a major confidence booster for Ryuga Esports.
Yeah, but did you see that save from that Xborg, man? Like the moment that third bullet from Ranger is about to hit, he just went in and saved his buddy. And so that little play that might become their advantage because it's late game and every bit of effort, every bit of decision, everything matters right now. So I'm not I can't say anything scary because they're just taking the Lord. The Lord might get stolen or anything can happen at this moment. So I'm losing words, man. So I'm just gonna throw it back to you.
Kufra just jumping in with those face checking those bushes. Absolutely important as that is doing exceptionally well. Just to make sure that none of his teammates actually get ganked. Minions yet again pushing towards the base of Ryuga Esports, but we can clearly see that Sabdragon are reluctant to take that Lord. They are not going in for the direct speedrun. They will be looking in to bait out the Lord and probably go in for the back door because either Valmont or Saber has already always been on that top side.
The back door, huh, bro? Kind
Yeah,
of gives memories of SJC, but that's a topic for another day. But yeah, man, they're just trying to bait them out, I guess, with the Lord, because that Granger is hiding in the bush, and the Balmond is the one who's dealing damage to the Lord. So it can go either way because they have the position for baiting them out, also the position for taking out the Lord, and uh, they that Saber he kept the Super Rupicho busy, and that Kaja going in for the save, and I think that Exborg is gonna get taken out here, but no, he manages to
No.
survive. Yo, did you see that they were poking them out, and still that Batman was taking the Lord, and wow, man, Granger coming in.
Sort of taken care of by Saver this time, and it's a major loss for you guys. Was this might as well result in them losing the match. If they want to win, they need this Kufra to provide a godly setup of at least 3 people onto the wall, because Lord is coming in from the mid lane. Saber is going to get his ult up, is already up for now. Granger is going to get his Death Sonata back as well. They're looking in for all the ways to crash at the same time just to end it at that specific moment. They won't be going in for the kills, they'll be directly going in for the base. Jawhead with the flicker, ejector, and unstoppable force on Sicilian. Everything purified away. So, with the way of the dragon, everyone's locking onto the base, and that's gonna be the match. Snapdragon wins it. This is extremely nail-biting victory. What a strong retaliation coming in from Ryuga Esports, but everything just went downhill for them as the Lord and each one of the Sub Dragons members just went into lock on that base directly.
Man, what a match! What a match! What a match, Kadiet. But that was so close, man. That it kind of left a hole in my heart. That oh my god, that one bad decision from that Kaja man, and turned the whole situation into a 4v5 with a lot on the side of Sub Dragon. But yeah, we can ignore that fact. But what a match, man! I am lost for words because we saw some super great gameplay from the side of Ryuka Esports with that show and as well as that Sicilian man. But in the whole, in the but South's Dragon on the other hand, all of them played like gave them 100%, and they got the dove, I guess.
I guess in the drafting phase, because of those bans, they might have, got their hearts into their necks at one point in the game when Ryuga Esports were actually pushing in and they got a 4-for-1 trade in their favor during, I guess, the third lot, that is. Because they took them way too lightly, and the retaliation that was showed by Ryuga Esports of not giving up, that will, and dude, remember the name, Silverhawk on that show. He can be almost the solo carry for his team. If not for that Kaja actually dying in by the hands of anti-mage, they could have defended this lord as well, like they were doing it for the previous 3 lords. But in all, awesome game coming in from these two teams. A nail-biting and long match of 27 minutes. That's going to be the final match of the evening, guys. And this match, I must say, was worthy of being called an exciting final match of the night. Ryuga Esports will be dropped down to the lower brackets for now, and they still have the chance to get their revenge on Sub Dragon if they keep on moving forward in this tournament in the lower brackets. It might be possible for them to meet Sub Dragons if Sub Dragons themselves keep on winning the tournament. With that, we'll take your leave. This is Kadiet and my co-caster Razeen. You've been watching monthly playoffs by Colt Esports. See you guys tomorrow at the same time.
Good night.